Hey there, welcome back to our Revolution Games Academy. Today, we're going to take a look at creating pop-ups and dialog boxes in Unity. These are really useful UI elements for your game or app, whether you need to show a simple confirmation message or a more complex interaction. So let's dive in and get started. First, we need to add a canvas to hold all our UI elements. To do this, right-click in the hierarchy window, go to UI, and select Canvas. Switch the canvas to Screen Space, Camera, and assign your main camera. Then set the resolution to Landscape mode for better screen orientation. Add a background image to the canvas and set its Rect Transform to Stretch, covering the full screen. Next, we need to create a panel. The panel will serve as the background for our pop-up. So right-click on the canvas, go to UI, and choose Panel. You can rename it to something like Exit Pop-Up Panel for easier identification. Assign a sprite to the pop-up panel by dragging the desired image into the image component of the panel. Next, resize and reposition the panel, then set the Rect Transform to the center anchor point for proper alignment. Right-click on the pop-up panel again, go to UI, and select Text. You can then display the message for the exit pop-up. In the inspector, you can tweak the text properties like font, size, and alignment to make it clear and readable. You can also reposition and resize the text as needed and adjust the Rect Transform accordingly. Next, we'll add buttons for user interaction. Right-click on the Exit Pop-Up panel again, go to UI, and choose Button. You'll need two buttons, one for yes and one for no. You can assign images and text for these buttons and also adjust the font properties as needed to fit your design requirements. You can also reposition and resize the text as needed and adjust the Rect Transform accordingly. Similarly, you can duplicate this button to create a no button and assign a different image for the button if needed. You can finally fine-tune the properties as needed within your pop-up. Next, we can create a dialog box similar to the pop-up and assign an image to it. You can import images into Unity from royalty-free websites if needed. Inside the Assets folder, right-click and select Import New Asset to import your images into Unity. Once you import the images, uncheck the Game object to hide its visibility. You can simply duplicate the pop-up and assign a new image for the dialog box. You can resize it, adjust its position, and modify the Rect Transform as needed in the inspector window. After that, you can assign text inside it to represent dialogues. You can resize and reposition the text and change its font properties. Dialog boxes are essential UI elements used to communicate important information or prompt user decisions in a game or application. In our scenario, we've added 3 buttons in our home screen, which are Play Game, Story Mode, and Exit buttons. We need to add navigation functionalities to our buttons. For that, let us write a script named Navigation Script. Let's create 3 public game object references for the exit pop-up dialog box and buttons. In our start method, we'll set the home screen visibility to active and hide the exit pop-up and dialog box by setting their visibility to inactive. Next, let's create a method for the exit button click, which we will assign to the on-click event of the exit button. In this method, we will set the exit pop-up to active and the other game objects to inactive. Now, let's create an empty game object named Script Manager and assign the script to it. Once done, assign the referenced game objects to their respective fields in the inspector panel. Now that we have assigned the references, let's assign the script manager to our buttons on click event and call the onExit button click method to toggle visibility. Now let's click the play button and test the exit button navigation functionality. Similarly, we can add navigation functionalities to our other buttons and test the entire setup. Once we enter story mode and click the character, the story will be narrated through the dialog boxes. And that's it. That's how we create pop-ups and dialog boxes. Through navigation and button on-click functionalities, we can implement our created pop-ups and dialog boxes. If you found this guide helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more Unity tutorials. In our next video, we will be adding loading screens and progress bars. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.